Well, from a very early age, I was completely blown away by what language could do, and I was absolutely staggered to see how a poet can take the language and make the language do what it wouldn't otherwise want to do. This is one of the activities, one of the accomplishments, one of the achievements of a superior musician. Right? They're able to take their instrument, and they are able to get it to do stuff that it doesn't necessarily want to do. A great cellist is getting the sort of bullying, cajoling the cello into doing things that the cello doesn't want to do. And that there were these people out there called poets who could do that with language was enormously exciting. And I wanted to try my hand at it. My best advice for someone who wants to start writing poetry, I think would be similar to the advice that you'd give someone who wanted to start playing the violin, right? If someone were to hand you a violin and say, "Oh, express yourself," that would be a nightmare. It would sound horrible. You need a certain kind of preparation. You need a certain kind of training in order to make an attractive sound come out of a violin. And, that's not elitist. That isn't a snobbish thing to say, right? There are beautiful sounds and there are hideous sounds. And regardless of what instrument you're playing, you need to sit and learn some basics. And because poetry is something that we write in language, it sort of fools us sometimes into thinking that we can simply jump right into it because we're speaking right now, we're using language, we all seem to know how to do it tolerably well, and you think, gosh, if I can speak lucidly, then I should be able to write poetry well. But I think it's useful to think about poetry in a way that's a little bit closer to the way we think about, musicianship or, serious painting or sculpture. You really have to know something of the history of it. You need to have some level of fluency with the poetic tradition. You need to know something about technique. You need to know something about the different poetic forms and how the medium of language behaves under different circumstances. And this, I think, was a useful way, maybe a slightly discouraging way, to get someone on the road to writing poetry.